Can individuals create a trust to pass on wealth to next generation tax-free or efficiently? If yes, what are the pros and cons of a trust, Shannon?
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, number one reason most Canadians open up a trust is to bypass probate. So in Canada, as we always say, talking about probate, every province has its own rules and regulations when it comes to probate, and it's done on a scale. So depending on how much money you have at the time of your passing and what the value of that is, and again, that is minus anything that has a beneficiary attached to it, any accounts that have a beneficiary attached to it are not a part of probate. So the reason why people are creating trusts in Canada is to avoid that probate. Not only is there a time lag, and I can't speak on behalf of Ontario, but in Manitoba, where I'm from, we are still grossly behind on probate due to COVID, and it's currently taking 1.5 to 2 years to complete probate just because of the backlog that's still there from COVID. So having these types of trusts or trust-like products available where you could designate that beneficiary and bypass probate is really ultimately the number one attractor to trusts at this time. So yes, that can give you some benefits. The other thing that we have to take into consideration is a formal trust has to be written by a lawyer. The minimum cost of that for a very basic type of trust is around $1,000 per document, and then it needs to be adjusted every year depending on the situation of the family and how that trust is set up. So to me, the biggest benefit when we're talking about the pros and the cons of a trust is the understanding of how a trust works. That is the biggest pro that you can have, because when you understand how a trust works, and then we take a look at something called a segregated fund and the contractual agreement that comes with that segregated fund and how we can mirror that trust agreement through a segregated fund, we can actually give you the same type of benefits of that trust, minus the lawyers, minus the thousands of dollars that it's going to cost to create that. So I would say in Canada, the biggest benefit that you're going to get from a trust is just understanding the why and the how it works, so that way you can utilize that information to give your clients benefits beyond it.
Thank you, Shannon. Ladies and gentlemen,